Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing with Dan Diker and Billy Doc Niles. Today's program is brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem and downtown La Crosse. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists on La Crosse's north side. By Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona. Pizza Hut. Now here's Dan with this week's show.
Hi again, race fans. Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing KQEG TV, along with Billy Doc Niles and Radio Man Dan Diker, kind of hanging out in between race weekends at La Crosse, trying to find some other things to do.
Yeah, you're obviously lazy. I see you forgot the red shirt.
Don't have the laundry working for me at all. I haven't shaved. It's just that time of the year, man, where there's not much going on, but there will be on the TV program. Last week, I put it out there on our Facebook page, Seven Rivers Racing. Want a fan's choice to find out what the fans want to watch between now and Oktoberfest Race weekend. We are going to have some of our sponsors coming on the program, showing some of their stuff. Corey Jankowski's already got a hold of me. Yes, we're going to bring you back on. We're going to give away cranberries. Chad Weirs with Weirs Machine, going to try to get him on. Going to try to get JT's in, hopefully with some hot
some wings. With some wings.
And we're just going to have a blast between now and the end of September before Oktoberfest comes. But we are going to have a good program today. Jesse Poxick is going to be on segment number 2. We're going to show you the last 8 minutes of his race, in which he got his first feature race win back in June. Segment 3 is going to be Matt Henderson, who got a feature race win back in July, his first in 8 years. So before we get into all that stuff, we do want to thank the sponsors for helping us out throughout the year, making this another pivotal program here on KQEG TV for the 7th straight year. I want to thank Billy Doc for hanging out here as well. Points-wise, well, there was a couple of champions already crowned. Cole Howland, Steve Bachman, Adam Moore. They already have Bud Dash championships at the Crosse Speedway. Of course, we taped this program earlier in the week, so Saturday at the Crosse Speedway is the Enduro. They're also going to run street stocks, but it's going to be the minivan championship. And on Saturday, Matt Moore, who's contending for that title, is going to be joining us in the program. And that's one of those first actual season championships that will be crowned before Fest.
First track champion that's going to be crowned. That's going to be exciting. Plus, a full program of Hornets. That one's going to be a tight one all the way down to the end. And plus the 200-lap Enduro Saturday night. So great racing action. If you're watching us Thursday or Friday or Saturday afternoon, get on out to the track. If you're watching us Sunday, you probably missed a good one.
The minivans, it's Matt Moore leading Mike Peters by 10 points. He leads Andy Moore and William Tomaniak by 17. And minivans is 10 points on one more race, not a good cushion?
No, definitely not. If Moore has problems, any one of them guys that you just mentioned has a shot of getting them. So it's fun to watch. I mean, they get a good crowd there. They've had 7 to 10 on an average every night. And if they get 10 and Moore has problems, that's all somebody's going to need to beat him.
So the minivan championship will be crowned on Saturday night. Everything else coming up at Oktoberfest, Thursday night of Fest. And I was writing some notes today as all the OktoberfestRaceWeekend.com website has been updated now. Yeah, that's a lot of racing for Thursday night. You've got the future Super Late Models, La Crosse Late Models, Sportsman, Thunderstocks, Hornets, Bandits, 00 Street Stocks, and Outlaws.
Did you see what it said in big letters? Features only night, which means you're going to have qualifying, and they're going to go right into B mains and then into A mains. So it's not going to be as long as you think. There's still going to be some great racing action. It's just going to be all feature night. It's kind of cool. I mean, I kind of like the concept. It'd be some nights where if they want to do double features for all the classes, Chuck, if you're listening, I think that'd be a great way to do it. Just have qualifying for all the classes, go right into your B mains and your A mains.
Well, of course, our La Crosse championships will be coming down to Oktoberfest. First one, we're going to try to pick apart real quickly, is the NASCAR Late Models. Nick Paninsky leading Steve Carlson by 11. And this could get real interesting if Steve finally qualifies like we're normally used to seeing him do, where he could pick up 3 or 4 points right off the bat.
The last month and a half, he has struggled. He opened up kind of a nice little cushion and gave it all back and then some. Don't know what happened. All of a sudden, that car just did not perform. He couldn't qualify. Never made it into the Fast Dash the last 4 or 5 weeks. He made it into the top 3 once or twice, but even get cracked the top 5 a few of them weeks was kind of tough for him. Paninsky, up and down, but still enough to take the lead. He's got a nice 11-point lead going into Oktoberfest Thursday night. Good qualifying effort by him. Maybe a bigger cushion. Who knows? If Carlson figures things out between now and then, But this one's going to be tight. If Carlson beats him in qualifying, you're going to see a good race come that 40-lapper.
Across Sportsman, it's going to be Randy Humfeld versus Brad Worthen versus the entire field. And I like the rumblings of who else might be joining the pack from Great Northern Sportsman Series, and some other different sportsmen might be showing up to take away the points from all these guys. Well, it's going to come down to qualifying number one. The only two guys that have pretty much had all the quick time qualifications are Humfeld and Worthen. 22 points separates them heading into Fest.
That's kind of a big margin. I mean, them two have been pretty much tied to the hip. With the exception of a couple of crashes here and there. They've been trading off fast times. They've been trading off feature wins. But, bottom line, you hear about the guys that are coming in, three of the hot shoes from the Dells, Luck, Trout, and 63. Jason Stark. Them three are talking about coming in. You're going to have a lot of cars coming in. That's going to be an exciting race to watch, but it's Humfeld's to lose.
Thunderstock's Adam Moore has a 40-point lead over Jason Bolster. The only way he doesn't win that is by not showing up, and that's not going to happen. He already took the Bud Dash Championship, and now he's going to be taking the Thunderstock's Hornets. Maybe a different story. Mark Bornitz leads Jimmy Bjorkman by 15 points and Caleb Vian by 19 points. That one's probably going to be as tight as the Outlaws, which everyone's going to join that one. 4 points separating Jason Bolster and Jerry Ellsworth.
That's going to be a fun one to watch. I love watching Outlaws at Oktoberfest because you get late models, you get trucks, you get all kinds of different vehicles showing up for the Outlaws on Friday night or Thursday night. Going to be a fun one to watch.
Of course, the novelty, Rob Stanfield has a 6-point lead over Jimmy Bjorkman. Caleb Vian's 11 points back. Not sure what the novelty is going to be if they do one for the Enduro and what they're going to do at Oktoberfest.
Isn't the double O the novelty?
I would think that one's going to be the one, and that's going to be simply loaded this year with every class usually joining that. And no Kyle Stark this year, so it's going to make things a little bit more interesting.
What?
Yeah, Kyle Stark injured himself back in the early spring, has not raced at all this year. Once he was on the mend, he was helping his son Carter out a little bit more. He's a Team Dean's driver too, by the way, and has been watching him hit the road in his Bandolero. So, points are updated at CrosseSpeedway.com. Stick and stay. We got some great live racing coming your way. It's Jesse Poxick's win, first ever in segment number 2. Matt Henderson's first win in 8 years. Segment number 3. He's Bill. I'm Dan. Stay right there. This is 7 Rivers Racing.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue. Or you don't have to drive down to Des Moines to get great pulled pork too. If you want ribs, the best in town, pulled pork or chicken too, just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jerry Beyer, and I'm pleased to announce the opening of our new location. We're bringing our delicious ribs, pulled pork, and brisket to the north side of La Crosse. Now, if you live on the north side and you want delicious barbecue ribs, pulled pork, or brisket, now you'll find our Big Boar Cook Shack parked on the corner of George and Gillette Street every Wednesday through Sunday. We're just a short walk from your door. So come on over and sink your teeth into the barbecue voted best in La Crosse County. Don't forget takeout. Big Boar Barbecue. Now that's a mouthful.
Yeah!
Whatever your perfect temperature, you'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank number 1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists, providing Coulee Region families with perfect indoor weather all year long. Call for your free estimate today, 608-782-0977. Have you tried the great lunch buffet at Pizza Hut? Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1:30, Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona offers you an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet for just $5.99. All the salad, pasta, breadsticks, and of course, delicious piping hot pizza you can eat. How about dinner? Don't get up, get online and get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal at your La Crosse and Winona Pizza Hut. Call for delivery or order online. Pizza Hut.
Welcome back. Big Boy Barbecue presenting Seven Rivers Racing, KQEG TV, along with Billy Doc Niles. I'm Radio Man Dan Dyker. We put it out there on Facebook. Fans' choice between now and September. What races, the shorter ends of races you want to see on the program. The first one that was heavily voted on was Jesse Poxick's first ever late model win at La Crosse, and that was back in June. Coming your way right now.
Nip and tuck 2x2. Back part of the race, already losing formation. Up front, will it be Turner or Degenhardt to lead lap number 1 of 25? It will be Degenhardt. Degenhardt and Turner still tangle. Behind them is Poxick and Schmidt, the way they started. Nick Clements finished 5th last week. He's currently sitting in the number 5 position. Degenhardt still has that half-car grapple hold over Don Thunder Turner. He's led the first 2 of 25. Who's going to jump on the line first? It will be Degenhardt with a full lead. It's Degenhardt, Turner, Poxick, Schmidt, and Clements. And Steve Carlson, Nick Paninsky, they're just buried in this one about halfway through. Going to take some laps for them to clear. Degenhardt, Poxick, and third. Don Thunder Turner, that's your top 3. A battle for 4th and 5th is Devin Schmidt and Nick Clements. Then it's Corey Jankowski and Tony Lees. Clements clears the number 20 out of Belle Plaine, Minnesota, Devin Schmidt. Clements may start to be figuring this thing out with a top 5 finish last week. Jesse Poxick, the Polish Punisher now, has reeled in Degenhardt. He'll go to his inside panels. They drag race each other in and out of turns 3 and 4, and it's Poxick with a race lead. Jesse Poxick was a pile about a week ago. A lot of time spent in the garage to repair that number 2 car. And the JP number 2 has set sail. Degenhardt 2nd, Clements now into 3rd. Top 3 have pretty much checked away on this one. Corey Jankowski passes Don Thunder Turner. He'll climb into 4th. The battle for 5th is on between Lees and Turner. Three wide to the back straightaway as Edie gets past Don Thunder Turner. Oh, close quarters that was. It remains Poxick and Degenhardt. Here comes the Kachow number 8, Nick Clements. He thought about going to the inside of the 0-3 car momentarily. 14 laps remain. Clements in and around and gone from Degenhardt. He'll climb into the number 2 position. Degenhardt back to 3rd. Then it's going to be Jankowski and Lees. Still, look at Paninsky, Henderson, Carlson. They're buried back on this one. Poxick down the back straightaway. Carlson just into turn 2. Jimmy Summerfield off the race course in turn number 3. The 77's done. Could be the best
Nick Clements so far in a late model as he's got a firm hold on the number 2 spot. Look at Corey Jankowski running in 3rd. Then it's Least, then it's Degenhardt. 11 to go. For the first time this year, we could have a totally different top 3. So far, no Carlson. So far, no Panitsky. No Powell. No Howland. Jesse Paksik, the Polish Punisher. What a night he's had so far. One of the best races he's ever had here. 9 to go. Jankowski's about to get a whole beer full of champagne. 0-7 Tony Lease. Degenhardt 5th by himself. 6th is Panitsky. 7th is Carlson. 8th is Devin Schmidt with all kind of smileys on his side panel. 9th is Henderson. And Edie is still in the top 10, battling Howland. Jesse Paksik with a win. Well, this could really help his Rookie of the Year point standings. Awfully strange to see some of the big names underperforming here tonight so far. Not sure if it's the track, tires, humidity, or what's going on, but what a different shape of a race this one's turned out to be. Now Panitsky's making a move. They'll get past Degenhardt. Panitsky into 5th. He's got Carlson right behind. Panitsky trying to remain your point leader. Greg Oliver in the Allied Cooperative flag stand shows the hand. It's 5 to go. The hand shows 5. Paksik, Rookie of the Year. Clements, Rookie of the Year. Jankowski, first time running here in about 7 years on a regular basis. Storylines will hold true tonight. Impressive runs by your top 3. Tony Lease is not done yet. He's got Jankowski in his sights, but there's only 3 laps remaining. Lease will try for another podium finish in 2017. Two to go for the late models. Year leader Jesse Paksik, the Polish Punisher, will take the white flag coming out of turn 4. Nick Clements could have his best finish in a late model if he can hold strong. Looking at a 2nd place finish. And 3rd, currently, Jankowski checking us out for Jesse Paksik. Clements will take 2nd. Jankowski will finish 3rd.
And again, congratulations to Jesse Paksik, driver of the 2P. When we come back, our next late model driver picked up a win, his first in 8 years. That's next on 7 Rivers Racing.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue. Or you don't have to drive down to Des Moines to get great pulled pork too. If you want ribs, the best in town, pulled pork or chicken too, just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boy Barbecue.
Hi, Hi, this is Jerry Beyer, and I'm pleased to announce the opening of our new location. We're bringing our delicious ribs, pulled pork, and brisket to the north side of La Crosse. Now, if you live on the north side and you want delicious barbecue ribs, pulled pork, or brisket, now you'll find our Big Bore Cook Shack parked on the corner of George and Gillette Street every Wednesday through Sunday. We're just a short walk from your door. So come on over and sink your teeth into the barbecue voted best in La Crosse County. Don't forget takeout, Big Bore Barbecue. Now that's a mouthful.
Yeah!
Whatever your perfect temperature, you'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank #1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists, providing Coulee Region families with perfect indoor weather all year long. Call for your free estimate today, 608-782-0977. Have you tried the great lunch buffet at Pizza Hut? Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1:30, Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona offers you an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet for just $5.99. All the salad, pasta, breadsticks, and of course, delicious piping hot pizza you can eat. How about dinner? Don't get up, get online and get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal at your La Crosse and Winona Pizza Hut. Call for delivery or order online. Pizza Hut.
Welcome back, Big Bore Barbecue, presenting Seven Rivers Racing KQEG TV. I'm Dan Dyker. It is Billy Doc Niles. Our Fans' Choice vote again for the races you wanted to see on the program. The shortened versions outside of Nights of Thunder seen here on 23 went to you on Facebook. This was another one that was heavily voted on. Matt Henderson back in July on the 15th picked up his first feature win in 8 years. Watch this.
Once again, we want to welcome La Crosse Olive Oil Company, one of our new sponsors here on Nights of Thunder. They're located at 515 Main Street in La Crosse. Stop by, meet the oil guy, and sample some of their amazing flavors of olive oil and vinegar. It's good for you in so many ways. Did you know olive oil helps you lower cholesterol? Yeah, it does. Check it out. Stop by, 515 Main Street, La Crosse Olive Oil Company. Carter Christensen looks like he's pulling off, or he's pulling into the inside track anyway. He's going to have his car looked at, it looks like. Maybe they're going to clear some of the grass probably off the front of the car, as he was the one that went down into the grass moments ago. So here goes Wagner to the inside. Henderson is going to go to the outside. Howland will goes outside. Brad Powell inside. Lease goes inside. Carlson takes the outside. Panitsky goes inside. Clemens goes to the outside. Mike Carlson inside. Poxic and Schmidt goes to the outside. Edie goes to the outside. Turner goes inside. Borchardt will go outside. Yelski goes inside. Kirchner outside. Mulligan outside. Cam Dzelski inside. Kristen inside. Brian Brown goes outside with Eckelberg. And Jeff Sarver goes to the inside along with Ty Reedy. So let's see how they line up now as they bring him around. Interesting move on Henderson's part. He's going to need to try to jump that second row and maybe even jump Wagner if he can. They get the one to go as they go by. Wagner and Henderson lead the way. Powell and Howland in row 2. Lease and Carlson in row 3. Boy, there is some real power up front there in those first 3 rows. Panitsky and row 4 with Clemens. There they go. Pace truck is pulling off now. 2 by 2 into the corner. Here we go for the big start. Let's go to Dan Dyker.
Coming around to pick up the back end. A green flag flies, and here we go. Henderson has not had a feature win in quite a while. Can everybody duck out of Potato's way? They do. He's in the infield. Henderson on the outside rail. Can he grab the point? He does! Henderson, Wagner, and Powell. How hungry is a driver like Matt Henderson?
He's extremely hungry. I don't think he's won a feature in almost 5 years. He's led a bunch of races but never finished the deal. Could tonight be the night?
Jeremy Wagner still trying to have a say in that. Wagner had gone momentarily to the inside of Henderson. Backed his way out. Powell third, Lee's fourth. Paninsky's in front of Carlson for fifth and sixth. Here come the point leaders. Oh, separation away from Lees goes Paninsky and Carlson.
Lees is really loose coming off the corner. It's creating a lot of problems for them two trying to get to the outside of him.
Another lap car sitting in front. Can Jeff Sarver move out of the way of the leaders? The passing flag was shown. There's room to move for Jeremy Wagner, sitting a car and a half length behind Henderson. Then it's Powell, Lees. Carlson has switched spots with Paninsky one more time. Seven laps remaining. Here comes Brad Powell, shoots to the outside. Wagner in, around, and gone goes Powell. Wagner now back to third. Fourth is Lees. Here comes Carlson and Paninsky. 7 to go. Matt Henderson lost 3 motors last year. A new car this year. Can he hold up Brad Powell for 6 more laps? Brad Powell giving Matt Henderson all kinds of fits. Bumper to bumper, nose tail to bumper, they come out of turn 4. Henderson, a little bit wobbly. 5 laps remain. Henderson, Powell, and Wagner. Lee's doing a nice job of holding off Carlson and Paninsky.
Yeah, like I said, they were a little tentative to go around him because he's been so loose in the corners. Carlson's finally got him to the outside now. Just 5 laps to go. This is a great race up here in the front.
If you watch Matt Henderson and Brad Powell come off before, watch the run that Henderson has as Powell tries to go underneath. Henderson right in his own groove tonight.
Yeah, Powell takes a look underneath right there. Just doesn't quite have the bike feet on.
2.5 laps remain. Can Matt Henderson continue holding off Brad Powell while Powell holds off Wagner? One and a half turns remain for Matt Henderson. Powell still a half car behind, then it's going to be Wagner. Carlson's got some free air, running fourth. White flag flies, 1 to go for Henderson. Henderson, can he use lap traffic? Jesse Positive will be one of those. Powell still on the move. Can't get to the inside. Henderson slams the door. Nose until they come. On a turn 4, we're going to go sideways. No, it's going to be Henderson for the win. Powell second, Wagner third, Carlson.
So again, Jesse Posick, Matt Henderson, they got a fan's choice. The people wanted to see those races. We've got a whole bunch of them stacked up that I've got on Facebook. You're going to be seeing between now and Oktoberfest. That'll do it for the program. Billy Doc Niles, I'm Radio Man Dan Diker. Thanks for joining us on 7 Rivers Racing.
You've been watching the Big Boar Barbecue presentation of 7 Rivers Racing on KQEG TV. 7 Rivers Racing is brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem and downtown La Crosse. Big Boar Barbecue. Now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists on La Crosse's north side. By Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona. Pizza Hut. Join us next week at this same time for Doc and Dan and 7 Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.